Welcome back to We Need to Talk, the show that looks at football on the internet over the past 7 days. This episode of We Need to Talk is brought to you by our mates at Now TV. Get your Now TV mobile month pass for just £5.99 by clicking the link in the description below. You can watch Man City versus Chelsea by clicking that link, so make sure you do on Sunday. But for now, let's get back into the stories, because this has been a week that's seen Jesse Lingard do a Michael Jackson dance-off. Jose Mourinho at it again. And Papu Gomez, two for his own son. But in all seriousness, this week we need to talk about Woolay. I can hear you guys at home saying, who the hell is Woolay? How is he the biggest transfer of the season? Well, just quieten down, relax. Stop posting madness on the subreddit and focus for like 2 seconds. Because this is Woolay. He's a Chinese 27-year-old that signed for Super Club, second biggest club in Barcelona, Espanyol, in the January transfer window, the dying embers of the January transfer window, for just €2 million. But what I will say is this guy is as much of a superstar in China as you're ever going to see. He broke through and made his professional debut when he was 14. He joined Espanyol from Shanghai SIPG, where last season he banged 27 goals in 29 games, took home the Golden Boot and the Player of the Year award. His goal-scoring record in Asia is absolutely disgraceful. But that's not what makes him the biggest transfer of the January window that you've never heard of. And if you say, oh, I knew about the Woolay move, you're lying. You're absolutely lying. Because even Patrick Van Straten heard about this move, and he's heard about every move. Still busy, and he's in Paris. See that photo on his Instagram yesterday? I told you it was going to be shit, Pato. And you look miserable. Called it. No, the real reason that Woolay is the biggest signing of the January transfer window is because of the audience he has drawn. Get this, in his 12-minute cameo during his debut, the Espanyol match had 40 million live viewers. 40 million, 4-0. To put that into perspective, the average Premier League game featuring a top 6 side draws a viewership of 12 million. Espanyol claim from some of their own data that his unveiling, Woolay's unveiling, reached 350 million people. That's a third of the viewership of the World Cup final. For Woolay, €2 million. Keep your eyes peeled for more Woolay at Espanyol, because this is the genuine biggest transfer of the January transfer window. I mean, there weren't many big moves, admittedly. Peter Crouch to Burnley aside, because that's a monster. That is a big move. I love Peter Crouch. He might have had more podcasts than goals this season, but good signing, Sean. Good signing. I mean, the sign that the Burnley fans put up under that bridge, already the best thing I've seen in February. Well done, Burnley fans. Well done, Peter Crouch. But equally, you know Woolay. Right, let's turn this off. Moving on to the good, the bad and the ugly. The good comes from Manchester, where Vincent Kompany has been up to his old tricks, hosting a Tackle for Manchester event to tackle homelessness on the streets of the city. He's synonymous with charitable deeds, and he's at it again. £216,000 raised on the night. The event featured the likes of Sergio Aguero, Gary Lineker, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was there as well, and a host of other big names. And now there are reports that he is actually going to give up his entire wage this season that he earns at Manchester City to homeless people on the streets of Manchester. That is just epic. Vincent Kompany, he's a superstar, isn't he? He's a legend even in my eyes, and I'm a Man United fan. God knows how much of a legend he must be at Man City, because before him it was Richard Dunn. No offence, James and Ciaran, but Richard Dunn. Moving on to the bad now. This one has split opinion, because for me, this should have been the good, alongside Vinny K. But social media has panned it, because a team playing in the French 4th tier has signed a player based exclusively on Football Manager. elite, this, already. Absolutely elite. Let's not pretend Inter Milan didn't do it with Gabigol, because we all know you did. The team is called Bergerac Perigord. Great name, Bergerac. Anybody remembers the TV show from like the 90s, 80s or 70s, whenever the decade was? I've never watched it, but I'm pretty sure it was a TV show. Now this side, Bergerac, have signed a player called Nicholas Maurice Bailey. And they've done so because the son of the owner kept telling him that Maurice Bailey was always on a free, had a great scoring record, and that he should be looked into. The owner went out and plucked him from obscurity, signed him, and it turns out he's got over 300 Ligue 1 appearances for the likes of Monaco, Sochaux and Bordeaux. Not sure how they needed Football Manager to tell them that, but they did, and they've signed him, and it represents one hell of a coup for Bergerac. I'm all for this type of housery. Let's just go on Football Manager, sort by international caps, sign the old on a free, because that is what League 1, League 2 sides, especially in France, should be doing. Our ugly this week comes from Peter Moore. Now, Peter Moore is the CEO of Liverpool, and he's echoed some statements made by Netflix earlier that football's biggest challenger is Fortnite. Now, people might not agree with this. You know, people at home might be thinking, oh, shut up, Tomlinson. But it's probably true, given the attention spans of some of the millennials and younger people. I mean, probably you watching this, get off your phone. Hello, we're still shooting. Engage. Either way, I can totally see where they're coming from. Young people's attention span is dropping off. And if you see the reports in these articles, it does appear like the Premier League are moving towards shorter form games. Please don't do it, Premier League. Please do not make games shorter because of Fortnite. God, it would be awful. Imagine 30-minute football games in the Premier League. Arsenal would be fucked. Oh, that's an interesting name, isn't it? Okay, it's FD Ultras time. Last week we asked for Ciaran Carlin is the type of guy too in the comments below. We now present Ciaran. Hi. And we have some of your comments for him. Are you ready for these, Ciaran?
Yes.
Ciaran is the type of guy to go shopping and try to take the £1 out of someone else's trolley.
Never use the trolley.
What?
Never.
You've never used a shopping trolley?
Well, I have if I, was small and, helping my mum do the shopping, but not since I've had to buy food for myself. I don't need that much food. I don't need a whole trolley.
I respect it. It's a basket man over here. Loves a basket.
You get a basket, and if you're really struggling, you just get another basket.
Oh!
You just walk around with 2 baskets.
Dual baskets. What they used to be calling Call of Duty when you could have 2 pistols.
Akimbo.
He's akimboing baskets. Akimbo baskets over here.
With Commando Pro.
Yes.
I'm at one side of the shopping centre. Launch over to the other.
Douche.
Pick up some cereal.
Big lunges. Big lunges.
Big up little.
Final one then. Ciaran is the type of guy who couldn't spell race car backwards.
You can, it's just race car, isn't it?
I know, this actually blew my mind. That's the only reason I included it, I'll be honest.
Really?
Race car is race car backwards. Got another one?
No, I was thinking about
Ciaran, I didn't understand this one actually. Ciaran is the type of guy to put ketchup on fried chicken.
Don't like ketchup, so that seems like an incredibly unlikely scenario.
Oh, that's exclusive for the We Need to Talk audience.
Tomato sauce.
Get excited, stick that in his subreddit. Just fill his subreddit, Lispy Boy, full of ketchup related memes.
Yeah, I'll take that. That'd be good.
Just absolutely
get a video of that.
Ram it in there. Ciaran hates ketchup. Meme it up. Look at that, and it rhymed. Who do you want to call out to be in this chair next week?
Mr. Zach Jalab, the man who is behind the camera and who at home is one wall away from me.
So leave your comments below. Zach Jalab, the type of guy too, we'll have him in the hot seat next week. And if they're good enough, he's agreed to shave his head.
No.
Just the back half.
No. But I have agreed to pierce my nipple for 10k.
Yeah, he has actually.
Really?
He said if my channel gets to 10k, Zach's going to pierce his nipple. So if that's not a reason to subscribe to my channel, then there literally is no reason.
If mine gets to 10k, Zach has to do the other nipple.
Yes!
I'm like 700 away, so.
If you get us both to 10k, we'll dual nipple pierce Jalab, and we'll both do it. I'll take one, you take one. Fucking scenes. That's great vlog footage.
Yeah.
Ciaran, hello? Ciaran?
Hello.
Ciaran, hello?
Hello, do we need to talk?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay.
Thanks, Ciaran, bye. Moving on to Bait Watch. Now, I admit last week, this show itself could have been considered clickbait, but I blame Adam Templeman firmly. Wasn't really his fault, but equally I blame him. And I blame him for this title too, because Templeman, what is your excuse for Napoli demand a £132 million transfer fee from Liverpool for Insigne? No excuse. Don't give me that question mark rubbish. The classic Adam Templeman. Well, I put a question mark at the end of it, so technically not clickbait. It is clickbait, Temps, and I voiced it. Thrown me under the bus like you usually throw Zach Jalab. So I won't even go into any external articles. The Metro, you're at it again. The Sun. We're talking about Adam Templeman's clickbait today, because that's unacceptable. Did the views though, didn't it? So
I'm hoping like a little bit of milk will squirt out. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
yeah, that would be funny. All jokes aside, if you like Adam Templeman, you like me, and you like Zach Jalab, why not come over and watch us watch the Super Bowl? Yes, we did indeed watch the fake football last weekend. It's on screen now. And as I said at the start, don't forget to get your Now TV Sky Sports mobile month pass by clicking the link in the description below for just £5.99. You can stream Manchester City versus Arsenal. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.